Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am Mr. Kadeem Khan and I am a lecturer in the Institute of Computing, Kuwait University of Science and Technology. Today we will take lecture number 26 of the subject of software engineering, in which we will discuss software testing. In this topic, we are going to discuss the cyclomatic complexity of the software testing. This topic is very much important because it in fact computes how the particular number of tests can be designed. This is the discussion agenda. It includes the cyclomatic complexity methods, and the example of cyclomatic complexity. Right. What is cyclomatic complexity? Cyclomatic complexity is in fact invented by the McCabe scientist. It defines the upper bound of number of linearly independent paths through a program. Upper bound linearly independent paths of program means that how many paths can be the maximum paths can be available for testing the particular program. So in this, in fact, Maccabi's cyclomatic complexity, the matrix provides a practical way of determining the maximum number of linearly independent paths in the program. Basically, cyclomatic complexity or the Maccabe's matrix defines how many test cases can be defined. So there are in fact three different techniques for measuring the cyclomatic complexity. The answers computed by the three degree must be guaranteed to agree. That means that the three different techniques, the answers must be equal to each other by three different techniques. Now let us take these examples here. For example, this is the GCD algorithm of computing greatest common divisor. It is the Euclidean GCD algorithm, and as I mentioned in the earlier lectures that we should number the statement in the program, and the numbering should be started from the branches. It is better. So you can see that this is the body of the in GCD functions, and this is the while loop. This is true if x is greater than y, then x is equal to x minus 1, else y is equal to y minus x. And then we have return statements x. So this computes the GCD of two numbers x and y provided in the form of the parameters in the compute GCD function. This is its equivalent CFG, control flow graph. There you can see that this is the while loop. Then after while loop we have if statement. So then if, and the if has two branches. Either if the if is true, then we will execute three statement, which is x is equal to x minus 1, and if the if is false, then we will go towards the else statement. The execution of the else will be taken place, y is equal to y minus x. And at the sixth, the loop is in fact body completes, and the loop goes again to 1. The execution goes again to 1. And if the loop is false from the beginning, the return statement is executed, return x. So if the loop is false, then 6 numbers statement will be called by the compiler and it will be executed. Now the possible test cases can be x is equal to 3, y is equal to 3, or x 4 3 3 4. Means that x is equal to 3, y 3, the loop will be false from the beginning. So return 3, 3 will be the GCD. If x is greater than y, then if statement x is greater than this statement will be executed, and then again the loop will be executed, and at the end return x will be executed. And if x is equal to 3, y 3, then the else statement of the ifs will be executed. So that means these three different pairs compute the in fact defines the test data of the this GCD algorithm. So there should be only three different test cases, in fact, which computes the which in fact define the complete test or exhaustive test of this GCD. Now, how you will, for example, this program is very much simple, and there are, you can see that only 6 statements. If a program has more than 6 statements or thousands of statements, then how you will define that how many pairs should be required in the testing. So this is answered by the McCabe. There are 3 different methods, and the answer of 3 different methods should be identical. The first method of computing the number of test pairs by McCabe formula of the cyclomatic complexity is this one, that Vg is equal to number of edges minus number of node plus 2. So the cyclomatic complexity is equal to number of edges minus number of node plus 2. number of edges minus number of node plus 2. Here the number of edges are those arrow lines which are connecting in fact two different states are also called the processes are the bubbles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 7 different number of edges, and nodes are 6. Directly you can count it from there. Also you can count the number of lines. These are the 6 lines. So number of edges minus number of node 2 plus 2 is equal to 7 minus 6 plus 2, which is equal to 3. 7 minus 6 plus 2 equal to 3. This is the one method which compute number of pairs required to test the system. Number second method is total number of bounded areas plus 1. By bounded areas, we mean the closed areas. This is the bounded area. This is the closed area. This is another bounded area. There are only two bounded areas. This is not bounded area because this is open from here. This area is open from here. So there are only one bounded area, number two bounded area. So bounded area plus 1, which is equal to 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So this gives us the 3 example, which is identical to the first method. And number third method is n plus 1. N shows the number of decision statement. Number of decision statement plus 1. Now decision statement in a program means that all the relational operators, you should count the relational operators here. For example, x not equal to y is one relational operator and x is greater than y, another relational operator. So these are in fact those operators which defines in the controls. That is for example 1 and 2. So 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So that means also we are from all three methods this has been specified that there must be 3 different pairs in the testing. So you can see these are 3 possible different pairs. So if for example a programmer can specify more pairs, but it will be useless. So only 3 different pairs are sufficient to test this system. So these are the this is the McCabe methods. Now we apply McCabe methods to more complex examples here. This is the example of the binary search of the C++ program, which in fact computes the searching algorithms of the binary for a particular arrays. So we have numbered here from 1 to up to 14, and this is the equivalent CFG of this program. Now the first method of the McCabe says number of edges minus number of node plus 2. So first of all we have to compute number of edges. Edges means arrow lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. And this one 16. We have 16 different uh, lines or edges. And nodes are automatically, you can see that these are 14 nodes. So 16 minus 14 plus 2 is equal to 4. 16 minus 14 plus 2 is equal to 4. Second method says that number of bounded areas plus 1. So one bounded area, second bounded area, or third bounded area, are one closed area, second closed area, and third closed area. 3 plus 1 equal to 4 again. And the third method says number of conditional or decision statements in the program plus 1. So here we will count 1, 2, and 3. So 3 plus 1 is also equal to 4. So there are 4 different paths, 1, 2, 3, 4, to test the software. This is another example. Dear student, it is for your practice purpose. For example, counting or the labeling of the lines are from 1 to 20. So if I count the number of conditional statement plus 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is 6 one, and this is 7, okay, this is 7, 8, 9, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have 13 different conditional statements here. So also there will be 13 different bounded areas. you should do it for yourself. This is another example for your practice purpose. This is another example, very small one. So for example, these are multiple lines: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven. There are 7 lines. So there are also 7 different edges. These are 7 different edges, nodes, or different 7 nodes. And now we will count number of edges: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 minus 7 plus 2 is equal to 3. Number of bounded areas plus 1 equal to 3. 1, 2 plus 1, 3. Number of conditional statement plus 1 also should equal to 3. 1, 2, so 2 plus 1 also is equal to 3. So there you can see there are 3 possible routes or paths for execution of this program. This is the, in fact, control flow graph developing methodology. For example, how you will create the CFG. So, for example, if the process is in the sequence, you can define the statements in particular sequence. If this is the decision statement, for example, if decision is true, then yes, and if decision false, you will go to another side. This is the case statement. If case, then value 1, it is in fact switch, and then case 1, case 2, up to that dot case n. So and at the end all will be combined for the exit. And this is the junction. Junction means that combining two different statements from different sides. For example, junction towards the, it is the combination, and this is also the joining towards 2. And this goes similar into the story. This is also another example. So you can compute the CFG, the cyclomatic complexity of this CFG. So this is for your practice. This is another example how you will compute the cyclomatic complexity. There are 3 different methods: number of edges minus number of node plus 2, and number of bounded areas plus 1, and number of conditional statement plus 1. For example, we do this examples. So first of all, we will say number of edges. So we will count edges here. This is 1 edge, which is outer. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 edges, and total there are 7 nodes. So 9 minus 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Now number of conditional statement plus 1. 1, 2, 3. So 3 plus 1 also equal to 4. Next one, number of bounded areas plus 1. So this is one bounded area from here. This is second bounded area, and this third one. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. And this is another example. Number of edges minus number of node plus 2. Number of edges are, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number of nodes are 7. 9 minus 7 plus 2 is equal to 4. Number of bounded areas plus 1. One bounded area, second bounded area, third bounded area. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Similarly, number of decision statement plus 1 is also equal to 4. 1, 2, and 3. 3 plus 1 also equal to 4. This is another example. Respected students, you can do it through yourself. For your practice purpose, I suggest to first create the CFG from this example, and then create the McCabe matrices from using this CFG and this program. So, and this one is another one, a little bit simple, but also very much interesting. You can see it from here. So this is in fact shows that how possible paths can be achieved. So according to the McCabe's cyclomatic complexity, there are 1, 2, 3, 3 different closed areas. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. So possibly 4 paths will be 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, and 8. Then 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 8. Then we have 1, 2, 4, and 7, and 8. And then we have 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 7, and then again 2, 4, 7, and dot 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 up to 8. So this is the another 4th line. So finally we derived test cases and exercise of these paths. Okay, respected students, this is the end of this lectures. If you have any questions regarding all these slides, so you can send an email to me. This is my email is in the footer of the slides, m.kadeem@cus.edu.pk. And also, if you want to read more about this topic, so you have there are some references of the books, so you can study them. Thank you very much.